This video is on transparency. Transparency meaning opaque or see-through or transparent. There are lots of different ways that I like to use transparency on my pages in my lessons. If I have a lot going on, it's kind of nice if you make some things a little bit see-through and have a little variety on your page. How do you make things see-through or transparent? Well, I'm going to zoom in here on this school bus, and all you have to do to make something transparent is I'm going to select my object, and then I'm going to go over here to the transparency tool. Now that's going to be on the right-hand side of my toolbar, almost all the way to the bottom. It's like a rectangle and a circle, but if you hover over it, you'll see transparency. So I click on that, and there's lots of different levels of transparency that I can choose from. 0% being solid, and then I'll go through the others really quickly. We have 10%, we have 25%, 50%, you can see the higher the percentage, the more see-through or transparent it is. 75%, and then finally 90%, which is really see-through. I like to stick around 50 to 75%. It just depends on what I'm using it for. So that is a transparency tool. Now, how do you use it? Well, one of the ways that I like to use it the most is like during calendar time. Here's my calendar, and let's say I want to highlight a day, whether it's a birthday, first day of school, test day, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to take this cute little chalkboard image that I have, and I'm going to put it over the 20th, but you can't see the day or you can't see the number 20, and I want to still be able to do that. So I'm going to select my object with my selector tool, remember that, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make it 50% transparent. Now you can see the chalkboard and the 20th, and you can kind of, if I move this around here, you can see that you can still see through and see those numbers, which is nice. Maybe the 29th is a really important day of school, and so I want to highlight that. So I'm going to select my object, make it 50%. Now you can play around with that. Maybe you want to make this one more like 75%, 25%, whatever works for that particular topic or place on your page. Maybe Friday is test day. So I'm going to copy and paste this little notebook page on every single Friday that we have a test. And it's kind of nice because, whoops, we'll do the second too. I can grab each and every one of these holding down my control key and then selecting all of them, and I can make them all transparent at once. Now, how else are you going to use transparency in the classroom? Well, one of the ways that I like to do it, the kids love making things transparent. They like being able to use that tool. So you can see here I have lots of backpacks on my page, and underneath I actually have some words. I've just ordered the backpacks all the way to the front. Now, one thing with transparency is if you lock things down, you can no longer make it transparent. I can't do anything to this backpack and make it transparent. So whatever you want to make transparent needs to stay unlocked. But the kids in this lesson, in this example, would come up and they would try to read the word underneath the backpack. So they select the backpack, they make it 90%, they read the word under. If they can read it correctly, they get to keep it transparent. If not, then they have to make it solid. Together, they get to keep it, and so on and so forth. That's transparency.